Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. The Washington Wizards coming to this one following a loss to Sacramento. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And now Washington's starting group. Oubre out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Wall. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Levine at the 2 spot. Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? Second in assists last season to Chris Paul. Clark, he almost finished number 1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Paul was a little more efficient than Wall. Paul had a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Wall was only at 2.5 to 1. But some of that is Paul's experience.
And it's Garnett penetrating. In transition, here come the Wizards. Levine, good. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Beal, the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Wall. And the jam by Levine.
And, Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Wizards.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Wiggins drives in. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Garnett left side. Beal gets a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Wall, and it's denied. Here's Porter. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The kick out to Wall. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Wall's got his first basket.
Man, has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Well, it's no secret. That's what they do. That's who they are. 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition.
To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Looking over the numbers again, Greg, Wiggins logged a ton of minutes as a rookie, over 36 minutes a game, Clark. That led all rookies in the NBA.
And how about leading everybody in the league in minutes played after the All-Star break, Kevin? Almost 40 minutes a game is what he averaged after the All-Star break.
And Washington going with a whole new group here.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Muhammad, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Muhammad's got his first basket of the night. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Burke, outside for Thornton. There's the dish to Burke. Hits it from three-point range. Burke's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rubio with a wide-open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Here's Muhammad. Gortat with the block. They retain possession. Wizards have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Burke with it, now defended by Muhammad. Here's Gortat. J.J. Hickson grabs the rebound. Looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group, right? I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Timberwolves trailed by 8. Rubio. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Lido. Muhammad covering. Thornton no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rubio misses.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete, but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles. Yeah,
and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skill, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Burke can't get it to go. And Rubio kicks to G. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Wizard.
Come on with it.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Ricky Alito is out there with Richardson. And it's Gortat. Then there's Burke. And it's Thornton in the 2 guard. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
You know, maybe he he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get. Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
The drive by Ellis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a five-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
And so Monte Ellis nails both of them. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career, points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game, and never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work, and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
Here's Wall. Wiggins outside. Porter with the steal. Bean with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. It's Wall with the drive. And a missed layup. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Beal. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's Levine. He's covered by Beal. Wall dishes to Morris. Here's Levine. A stupendous finish in traffic. Levine's got 11 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Minnesota. Making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Levine, guarded by Porter. Wiggins inside the line. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Muhammad. Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Beal's checked in for Muhammad.
That was the confidence booster he needed. He's been scuffling from that free throw line. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
It's Wall with the drive. And the foul on Monte Ellis.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Wiggins passes to Oubre. Levine kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins. Denial. Here's Porter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Richardson, he's checked in for Oubre. Wall dishes to Levine. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
The Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. And again, Washington with the triple.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
Minnesota making some changes. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Garnett. And it's Muhammad in for Otto Porter Jr. And a switcher also for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Oubre. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Ellis goes in. And stolen by Wiggins. Mahimi passes to Morris. And it's Wall in the corner. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Here's Ellis. Lays it up and banks it in. Ellis has got 11.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
There's the pass to Mahimi. Here's Levine. But they'll get another chance. Morris, left side. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Here's Beal. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Wiggins with the block. They recover it. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Muhammad.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And they're able to recover. And another miss by Washington.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Beal can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Morris. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Ellis is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Garnett. Then there's Towns, and it's Porter in the 3 slot. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell. And Thornton kicks to Burke. That's tipped. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Beal's running. Porter no longer.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Wall dishes to Wiggins. Good on the shot.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
She's checked in for Beal. For Washington, they have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Here's G. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Wall passes to LaVine. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Payne, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 4. Rubio, good look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Rubio's got 5 points so far.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy. Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
Wiggins drives in. Oubre dishes the Wall. Kicks to Oubre. Feeds it to LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Oubre, good. Yes. And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I mean, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
Porter kicks to Garnett. Dishes it to G. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Wiggins. Oh!
That athletic.
Yeah.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Minnesota making some changes. Towns, who's checked in for Payne. Bradley Beal comes in for Alonzo G. And it's Ellis in for Ricky Rubio. And a change for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Markieff Morris. Timberwolves trailed by 4. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. Quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Ellis, the pass to Porter. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Towns dishes to Beal. Ellis goes in. Rebound, Washington.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
.143 left in the third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And it's Wiggins missing.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
One other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
He dishes it to Garnett. From about 19 feet, misses off the right iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Wall outside, but they get it back. Levine kicks to Wall. Pass to Morris. Here's Levine. No good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Wizards lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here.
Let's take them back.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Wizards with the lead. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Ricky Lito. Gortat is out there with Richardson. Then it's Thornton, and it's Burke, and it's the 1 spot. Rubio outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's G. That 3 off the mark. The Wizards shooting around 41% on the night. Now here's Burke, covered by Rubio. Burke, the pass to Gortat. It's blocked. Now here's Muhammad. Defense is right there. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player. He showed last year he belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Minnesota making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. Wall. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Another shot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Timberwolves trail from the inbound. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball.
Rubio outside. Buries it from three-point range. Rubio's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Oubre. Puts up the baby hook. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. G dishes to Muhammad. Wiggins with the rebound. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Levine. Covered by Rubio. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins drawn the double team. Pass to Levine. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Rubio can't get that one to fall. Here's Levine. Pass to Oubre. And he banks in the layup. And the Wizards lead by 1.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Washington on D. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there. You take a look at what Ellis has done so far. He has 18 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
That's good. Burke's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
To the wing on the left. The feet to Thornton. 6 to shoot. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Wizards lead by 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Burt can't get it to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Ellis kicks to Towns. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Wall. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
He kicks it to Oubre. Over to the left wing. And that one's good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Count it!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. No good. And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 2. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take 1 dribble and get it to the rim.
That will count. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so it's Washington who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kev,